The Mighty Thor number 436, which was published in 1991, witnessed an epic confrontation between Eric Masterson Thor and the Absorbing Man, in what has been widely considered among their greatest fights ever. The book opens at the Avengers Mansion, with the Absorbing Man's ball and chain trying to break free after they were confiscated by Quasar from Crusher Creel, aka the Absorbing Man, as Captain America says. The weapon responds to some empathic command by Creel, who wants it back, but Cap can't let that happen. He tries to contain the ball with his armor, but it's too powerful to be contained, and breaks its way out of the ceiling. Cap remarks that the Absorbing Man has returned, and that he must be seeking revenge against Quasar and Thor. He informs Eric Masterson, who says that Creel has a reason to hate the real Thor, but he has never met him before, and has no grudge against him. He transformed to Thor and took off, remarking that he was meeting his son after school. Thinking that he can use magic to locate Creel, Mjolnir suddenly went out of control and got Thor's cape tangled over his head. Meanwhile, in a bar across town, a man was annoying Titania, who wasn't interested in his attempts to flirt, and told him to leave her alone. The man, however, did not back off, forcing Titania to show him that it wasn't a good idea to bother her. She then saw on the TV a footage of Creel's ball and chain flying, and knew that her beloved was in town. She said that Creel was the only man who ever made her feel happy, and the only man she has ever loved, and decided to attract his attention. Later on, Creel appeared somewhere along the East River, remarking that Quasar was wrong when he thought that he finished him, and that nobody can beat the Absorbing Man. He can absorb the power of anything they throw at him, even Thor's hammer and Quasar's quantum bands. His ball and chain finally came back when Thor, whose cape tangled over his head, slammed into Creel with great force and thought that he killed the man, not knowing that he hit the Absorbing Man. Creel absorbed the properties of the concrete and knocked Thor away. Before trapping him with his ball and chain, Creel said that he was waiting for long to pound on Thor, and that his ball and chain took the power of his hammer. He then noticed that this wasn't the real Thor, and knew that this was the reason why he was easily trapped, as the real Thor would have been a lot smarter, before smashing Thor into the ground and walking away. Eric broke free and hurled his hammer at Creel, remarking that he may not be the real Thor, but he still has his power. But Creel absorbed the properties of the water, making the hammer go through his body without damaging him, before leaving. Later on, Creel stole a bag and some clothes to hide his true identity from the police, but he saw on the TV what attracted his attention, as someone twisted the cars in a special way, and knew that it was Titania. He went to the theater where they used to meet in the past, and expected to meet Titania there, remarking that he never thought that he would miss her that much, but he was interrupted by Thor, who managed to track him down. Creel took his ball and chain out of the bag and attacked Thor, who this time managed to block the attack with the hammer, remarking that he wasn't as green as Creel thought. Creel, however, said that the ball and chain managed to absorb the power of Mjolnir before knocking him away. Thor, however, came back and told Creel that he was going to take him down this time, and that he doesn't have to touch Creel in order to hurt him. He hit Creel with a massive bolt of lightning, but Creel mocked Thor's attempts and said that he was the Absorbing Man. He absorbed the electrical power of the bolt and attacked Thor, who managed to trap him in the hammer, remarking that Mjolnir can control the lightning as well as containing it, but the strain was too much even for Mjolnir, forcing Thor to release Creel. He shot him into the sky, but the backlash was overwhelming that Thor did not know what happened to Creel, and hoped that he did not accidentally kill him. Creel then fell down, but was knocked unconscious. Eric thought about calling the ambulance when he was attacked by Titania, who finally arrived and knocked him away, forcing him to drop his hammer. He did not know who attacked him, but knew that he should regain his hammer, or he was going to lose his powers in 60 seconds. He rushed to get the hammer, but noticed that someone was coming in fast to his right. He managed to reach the hammer and hit the attacker without knowing whom he was hitting, and was shocked to see that he hit a woman. Titania was knocked out from the powerful hit and landed next to Creel, who regained his consciousness, only to find his woman lying motionless next to him. He thought that she was dead and started crying, telling her how much he loved her. Titania then woke up and told Creel that she loved him too, before sharing a kiss in front of Eric, who remarked that it was hard to accept the fact that Creel and Titania were happier than he was. Creel then told Thor, whom he called Sparky, that they did not want any more troubles, and that there was no need to fight anymore, and that there was nothing that would separate them ever again. Eric told Creel to stop calling him Sparky, and to stay out of trouble. This is one of Eric Masterson Thor's greatest fights, if not the greatest ever. Although he was inexperienced, Eric managed to stop the powerful Creel, who caused troubles to the Hulk and the real God of Thunder. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.